Hi everyone, I am Rahman this side, and today we are shooting the second episode of the Granville podcast. Today we have Puneet Khanna with us, the co-founder of Opulence Education Group. Hi sir, how are you doing?
Good, Ayan. How are you?
All good, all good. It's great to have you here. What an honor.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, sir, I would love to know. You're someone who is looked up as a leader. What's been your story? How did you start this Opulence Education Group, and everything?
See, Opulence is a child of few people, three of us. We came to Canada and we wanted to do something in education. We know the value of education. We know what role education plays into the future or into the lives of people.
Yeah.
So that is where we've been thinking about having some education colleges or institutes where we can deliver life and future and try to fulfill dreams of people. So
Yeah.
there were a few options, probably starting an education institute in Australia, in US, in India, in Canada. But fortunately, Canada, we started with a college in Ontario, and that is where Opulence came into existence. So the only mindset behind Opulence is adding value to the lives of people.
What do you think of the process of creating an education industry? It's very difficult. Not everyone is able to do that. So how did you achieve that? What were the barriers that you had to come across while starting this group?
See, I believe that there are only probably a couple of things which are easy to do in life. One of them is breathing, right? You won't find anything else much easier than that. Other than that, everything needs a lot of efforts, a lot of hard work and patience, and many other things. So education is the same thing. It only requires your mindset and what you want to do with it.
Yeah.
So we've been always looking to what we can deliver to the students, what we can deliver to the people who really want to go into the job market, who really want to add value into the workforce which Canada is having, or workforce, or the jobs, or the departments where there is dearth of skilled
Yeah.
people. So that is where the thoughts came from, and most of the programs into the different colleges owned by Opulence, whether it is Granville or any other institute, we try to focus on the departments or the regions where there is dearth of people and where there is a high demand of skilled people.
Yeah. So, as we know, lately Granville College, it's like a very old college, but this got acquired by Opulence Education Group, and we have expanded from Vancouver, and now we have two branches in Surrey as well. So, what do you think is the future of Granville College? Where are we going next?
Granville College, if I remember correctly, February 2020 was the time when Opulence acquired Granville College, and it only had one program, which was VTA. This college has a history of around 25 to 30 years before Opulence acquired it, and it was running only one program, which was VTA, and was very popular program. Where a lot of people went into the veterinary sector to do different kinds of jobs and stuff. So unfortunately, February 2020, Opulence acquired Granville, and March 2020, because of COVID, everything was shut.
Yeah.
So I think probably for around next 8 to 10 months, there was nothing happening at Granville. But meanwhile, what we did at the back end was we prepared a lot of programs, keeping in mind what is the need of the industry. So stating where we are today, I think we have around 15 to 20 programs which we can deliver, and another 5 to 10 programs which are there with the ministry for approval. So now the basket of programs is very unique, and it is very diversified, I would say.
Yeah.
Including the business, HR, global supply chain, healthcare, dental administrator. VTA, of course, is the college, is the course where Granville actually made its name from. So we tried to add different programs. We have paralegal, which is a very popular program. We still have some programs which actually we want to deliver, we want to come into, but unfortunately there is moratorium from the government side, although there is dearth of jobs in those industries like community service worker,
Yeah.
personal support worker, this your early childhood education, early child care assistant. These are kind of programs where there is a lot of demand in the labor market, in the job market, but unfortunately we are still not able to deliver those programs because of these moratoriums.
Yeah. Well, with Granville College, I've been noticing the programs that Granville College is offering, the newest one being accounting, they are like very much in demand, and like students are also very much interested in those programs. But with regards to student life, what do you think is required for a student to succeed with regardless of the program? You know, what skills, one or two skills, or maybe three, what would you suggest, students should have while they are studying at Granville to make the most of it?
See, there are two categories of students, I would say, for Granville into the domestic market. If I talk about, one is the student who's just recently completed his grade 12 high school, and he or she is ready to either pursue his higher education or go into the job market. So we've seen most of the students, they want to go into the job market because everybody, whether it is you, me, or everybody, we have this tendency when we are into the school or college, we want to go into the market as soon as possible, start doing a job, start earning money, because that excites a person.
Yeah.
This is the first category who after grade 12 does not get admitted into a university or a bachelor's degree, and they want to go into a private career college, do some vocational program or a trade course where they can actually learn hand on skill and get into the job market. The second category is these same students who go into the job market, who do not get into a university to begin with, who do not go to a private career college to begin with. After grade 12, they go into the job market, they start working at different places like a Walmart or a McDonald's or a coffee shop, a restaurant, or different kinds
Yeah.
of jobs that they have available. So after working into their jobs for a period of probably say 5 to 10 years, that is the time when these people realize that they need more skill set to excel into their life. They need
Yeah.
more strength, they need more education to probably climb up the ladder from where they are standing, because they've seen their managers, they've seen their bosses who've done their bachelor's or master's, or probably nothing of that sort, but just some kind of a hands-on experience program, and they are managing the show. So those are the students who come into the age range of probably around 30 to 40 years. So it is very difficult for this kind of student to actually decide to come back to school, because number one, they probably, some of them, they have kids, they are married, they have the bills, mortgages, and a lot of things to
Yeah.
take care. So only the idea of getting back to school, leaving the job and studying, it runs a shiver
Yeah.
down their body, that how are they going to run their expenses. So these are two different categories. Education, like we all know, it has no age. So whenever a student or a person realizes that it is time to upgrade, it is time to learn more skills, so that is probably a life changer things for a lot of them. We have hundreds of examples where students who've come to us at the age of 30, 40, 45 years, because when they were studying, technology and computers was probably, it just started. They're some of them are probably my age, so the computers was kind of a new thing which started. I was probably in school, high school or college time. So it takes time for those people to get used to the changing technology, or learning how to run an Excel or
Yeah.
Microsoft Word, or create a presentation on a PowerPoint. So these are the things, when they learn, they actually upgrade themselves.
Yeah.
So keeping in mind the second category of people, we have programs where we teach the students in the evening shift. We have programs where we try to accommodate students even during the weekends also, so that they can probably try to work as much as they can, and start their studies, or start their this new chapter of life along with that.
Well, that's actually a pretty good pointer. And with regards to, first we had computers, that was a new thing. And today, in today's day and age, we have AI. That's becoming a very, a buzzword. And with you're a business owner and in an education industry where AI is being used as a bigger buzzword, right? So what do you think about AI? Like, is it good for students? Should students use it moderately? What are your views on it?
See, it is AI is going to disrupt a lot of things, right? AI is should be treated like there's a saying called it should be a good slave but a bad master kind of a saying. So it is very difficult to understand up to what level we are thinking about using AI in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
I was reading somewhere that this autonomous cars that Tesla and some of the other companies are testing, and they're very close to getting approvals and starting it. In most of the states in Canada and US, the number one job that people do is driving. Whether it is the taxis, whether it is the Uber or the delivery trucks, the Amazon vans. If you look at that, that is the number one job in most of the provinces in Canada and US. And if autonomous cars or trucks they start driving themselves, then look at the number of people who are going to be out of job.
Yeah.
So this is where actually people should start thinking about. I know it is very easy to say the autonomous cars will start, but not today. Maybe in 5 years or in 10 years, we will definitely see in our lifetime that there will be trucks and cars and
Yeah.
taxis and Ubers, robo taxis, and everything which is going to hit the market. So, if we do not upgrade ourselves, if the people who are working in the job market they do not upgrade themselves, it is going to be a there are few examples where companies they did not upgrade
Yeah.
themselves and they went out of business, right? I remember there was a phone company called BlackBerry. So when WhatsApp came, BlackBerry went out of business because
Yeah.
their only thing that they could sell was BBM,
Yeah.
BlackBerry Messenger. So WhatsApp replaced that BlackBerry Messenger, and BlackBerry could not upgrade themselves that what next they are going to do.
Yeah.
There were camera companies, Kodak, they had films. Now everybody has a smart camera in their hand. I would not call it a smartphone, it is a smart camera.
Yeah.
You don't need to carry a camera anywhere. So these camera companies, a lot of them, they went out of business.
Yeah.
So you have to keep upgrading yourself, whether it is an organization, whether it is an individual or a family or a household. If you do not upgrade, I don't know if you are going to be out of the market, but you are definitely going to be lagging behind from most of the people.
Wow, that's actually an interesting thought. I actually loved your quote where you said AI is a good slave but a bad master. That's so true. Well, with regards to that, like heading into the future of education and AI is something that will come along. Do you think there will be specific courses for AI or AI will be integrated into accounting, business courses? How would that look like?
It will be both.
Yeah.
There are already so many courses related to AI. We have in some of our campuses artificial intelligence programs. We have cyber security, web developments. We have courses which are related to the technology and IT world. But at the same time, yes, definitely AI is going to be implemented. A lot of these companies, if you read about Salesforce, what Salesforce is doing, they've come up with a new AI thing in their
Yeah.
systems. A lot of businesses they actually run on Salesforce. They have
Yeah.
a lot of their data, most of their things on Salesforce. Then there are companies like Adobe, PDF. They are coming up with a lot of things related to AI. So all these big companies they know that if they leave AI behind, AI is definitely going to leave them behind. So
Yeah.
not only AI itself is going to be a lot of study and a lot of courses, small programs for a 6 months or 1 year or a few years
Yeah.
degrees, but also at the same time you talked about accounting. So your accounting is definitely going to have a lot of things where probably you are going to upload an Excel sheet, and the software is going to tell you, okay, these are the debit entries, these are the credit entries, this is your account
Yeah.
receivable. So there are a lot of things. So anybody who's expert in his her field, they are trying to implement AI. A lot of people these days, sometimes I listen to people and talk to them, they think that chat GPT is the AI. No, chat GPT is the just the beginning of AI.
Yeah.
It is not even AI. What benefit chat GPT has done is it is just a GPT. If you want to create your own GPT in chat GPT, that is where AI starts from.
Yeah.
I know nothing about IT or coding or development, but if I know how to use chat GPT, I myself did a course of how to use chat GPT, how to give
Wow.
commands to chat GPT, and how to create my own GPT inside chat GPT. So if we do not upgrade into any industry, into any field with AI and technology, that ultimately that is going to fall.
Yeah. So learning should never stop at any moment, at any age.
Even if you try to
Yeah.
stop it, if you want to stop it, I think people around you or the things happening around you, they will never let you stop it.
Yeah, that's actually some great pointers. I will take some notes for myself personally as well. Well, I think a lot of our audience are aspiring business entrepreneurs as well. We have business courses as well. So once someone graduates from Granville College, what would you what's some business advice that you would give them? What's something one should be aware of? What kind of business they want to start, what they should look for, all those things.
See, there is one word which is very important, and I don't know, a lot of people even don't know the meaning of that word, but we use that every day, which is passion. So if you have passion to do anything, then you can do that.
Yeah.
If that passion is missing, if your work or if your job or if your business, it looks like a burden to you, I'm sorry, it is never going to work. If you go on a job morning 8 o'clock 9 o'clock thinking that, oh, it is just another day, I have to
Yeah.
go grind myself, come back home, it is never going to work out. There are a lot of people who are looking at that job or looking at that profession as their passion.
Yeah.
They're every time, every moment, they're trying to think of new ideas, new ways of getting things done, and these are the people who will actually excel into the field.
Yeah.
So any industry, any field, if you want to really do well, whether it is business, you want to start probably a grocery store, or you want to start your own corporation doing something, or you are into a job, you can excel only with one thing. That I will not say only with one thing. That's the first thing which is required: passion. If you are passionate about your work, if you are passionate about your job, about your business, that is where things start from. If you are not passionate about it, it looks like, oh, I have to do it again. If Monday does not excite you, then stick to whatever you are doing and try doing as best as you can. If it excites you that, yes, this is
Yeah.
going to be another day, I'm going to do something good today, or I'm going to have some fun, that's where things start changing.
Nice. I think I really like my job because I get to meet leaders like you, which is like very inspiring. When we're starting a business, how important it is to have a good team by your side? How much does it contribute to your success? What do you think about that?
After passion, the second thing which comes to my mind is team. After a certain time and a certain period, I always tell people around me or who work with me that if you cannot train people under you who are working with you, you will always be stick to what you are doing. The only way to grow is teach the people who are under you. They will push you and you will go up.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people I've seen, we encounter those people every day, who have that fear of teaching others, because they think, I know this, if I teach the people under me this part, then probably my value is going to diminish. No, that does not happen. If you teach the people who are under you, they take things off your plate, and that is the time when you get the time to learn new things, experiment a few things, or go to the next levels, because these are the people who are going to push you. Somebody who's sitting at the top, there's very few people who will pull you up
Yeah.
and come, because ultimately the people who are under you, who can take work off your plate, these are the people who will take you up. So team building, this is where the team building start from one. Teach three people, ask those three people to teach three people each. That is where you develop a group. When we came in 2018 to Canada, the first college, the first thing that we were talking and discussing was, when are we going to do good in this country? And the answer which Suhail gave me was, okay, Paji, we will do good when we have a good team here. So fortunately, yes, it everything takes time. So fortunately, we were able to develop that team, and right now we have a team of many good people who know what education is, who have their passion into education and into running education institutes. So that is a very important thing to run any kind of business. A good team which understands your vision, which understands the vision of the corporation or the group, and that is where you start developing things.
Wow, I think this podcast has been one of the most informational podcasts for me. Well, now that we've covered, Granville College, business, and now I'd like to just know, like, I'd like the world to know a little bit of what Puneet Khanna is about. So I have some personal questions for you. What is your passion?
My passion is problems.
Problems.
Yes, when I see problems, it excites me, because that is something you have, something new you have to do.
Yeah.
Right? If it is, I have to do the same monotonous work
Yeah.
every day, it takes away that energy, that enthusiasm out.
Yeah.
You come to office, you come to know that, okay, we have this problem, this problem, this problem, this is not working, this person is not going to come, and all different kinds of, that's where the adrenaline rush comes in, and
Yeah.
your brain probably starts running at a different speed.
Yeah.
When you have, so problems are actually things which teach you a lot. A normal working scenario will not teach you much. It is
Yeah.
just something, and you just execute that part. But when there is an issue, when there is a problem, that is where you come up with new ideas. That is where you come up with something which can be a game changer. We've had many such instances where we've changed problems into opportunities. So problem is what excites me the most.
That's actually one of the best answers I've received. I'll copy that maybe, for some reason. So, when you started this Opulence Education Group, what was that one moment where you felt like you're doing something right or you're doing something great? Because I believe Opulence Education Groups, with its educational institutions, it's changing lives. It has changed many lives. So, what do you think about that? What has been that one moment where maybe a student who came up to you and thanked you for what Opulence is doing? Something on that note?
I think the way we thought of having this group, that was the moment when we knew that what we are going to do. That was the moment when we knew that we are going to change, or try to change lives, or add value to people's lives.
Yeah.
Because it is a very big statement to say that we will change lives of people. It is very difficult to do that, but yes, trying to add value into people's life, we knew that from day one, because that was the vision and mission behind
Yeah.
Opulence or Granville College. So from day one, it was something in the thoughts that let's add value where we can.
Okay, that's nice. What would you say? What's that one movie or one book that every student should watch or read?
One movie, I'm not a big
Not
movie guy, but yes, books, there are plenty, and depends on what situation a person is. So there are multiple books. I've gifted a few books to a few people. There's a book from the Nike owner. What's his name?
Phil Knight.
Phil Knight. So he wrote that Shoe Dog.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
love that
that's
book.
his journey, how he started, from where he got the idea of making the shoes. So books actually depend on what situation the person
Yeah.
is, what mindset the person is in. So that's where actually books are. My personal favorite is Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's
Oh, yeah.
a book I have from Robert Kiyosaki. I've read it a couple of times. I just recently got a book. The author is Anthony Pompliano. So the book is magnificent ways of living life. So it is kind of, he's summarized the book into letters which he's written to his children, so that these 25, I think it's 25 letters which
Yeah.
he's compiled, that his children should read those letters and move ahead in life. So books are, I think, the best way of learning. Reading is the best way of learning, whether you look e-books, or
Yeah.
nowadays people have started to listening to books,
Audiobooks.
which audiobooks. So that's also another way of learning. So reading and listening to audiobooks, these are the kind of things which I enjoy, and based on a person's situation, everybody should try to read and learn and try to keep upgrading.
How important is spirituality in one's life? What do you think about that? For me, spirituality helps me, calm my anxieties down. As a business owner, you must be dealing with a lot of problems and anxieties and troubles. Does spirituality help in any way? What are your thoughts on that?
See, for all the things or problems, I think it is about what instructions you give to your brain.
Yeah.
Right? If you keep telling your brain, oh, I am in deep shit, oh, I am stuck somewhere, oh, this is not right, then you're never gonna come out of it. If you keep instructing your brain, okay, this is the issue, or this is the concern, let's figure out the way, I will come out of it, it automatically happens.
Yeah.
So it is about giving instructions to yourself. Spirituality, a lot of people, they get calmness when they get spiritual, or try to do meditation or things like that. So it is about how you feel, or how you try to tell your brain that, okay,
Yeah.
let's focus, let's function in this direction and move ahead. So more or less everything is about giving the right direction to your brain, or right command to your brain.
Okay, so I think coming to one of the last questions, which would be, what would be your message to the upcoming students or future students that are coming to Granville College and becoming a part of the Opulence family?
My message is, whatever you want to do, give it your best shot, whether it is education, whether it is job, whether it is business. So if you give it your best, if you put in all your efforts, the chances of failure, they literally minimize to zero. Right, I would not say zero. I've seen failures, I've seen things which have not fallen in place, I've seen decisions going wrong, but at the end of the day, if it is taken with complete dedication, and thinking that, okay, this is the decision, and now I'm gonna work to
Yeah.
make it right. So if you give anything in this world your 100%, things will work out. If you keep crying and cribbing, looking at probably other people, that's where things go wrong.
Perfect. So we won't cry or crib. We'll keep working hard. And this brings us to the end of our podcast. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
Jan. Thank you.
One last thing, I'd like you to look into the camera and say like, share, and subscribe to Granville College YouTube channel.
Please like, share, subscribe, and give your comments how you like this podcast. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching.